Hey, how we doing, guys? Welcome back to some more VGC on the channel. This is another episode of viewer suggestions. So today's viewer suggestion is for Galarian Slowbro. This is a Pokemon I've been wanting to use, obviously because it's brand new to the game, and yeah, it comes with a very interesting ability in Quick Draw, which gives a 30% chance to move first, basically a Quick Claw. We're not going to be using Quick Claw on this thing. I don't really like to rely on, I guess, RNG, so I'm using a Life Orb just to generally boost his attack stats. The unfortunate side of Galarian Slowbro is it loses some defensive stats in favor of balancing its attack and special attack base stats, but we're going for a fully special attacking build this time. Obviously, Quiet Nature, so negative speed, 0 IVs, to make it as slow as possible in the Trick Room. We are using Sludge Bomb over its signature move, just simply because Sludge Bomb has a better chance to poison, and the physical contact is based off your attack stat, not your opponent's defense. And obviously, since we're running pure special attack, there's no reason to do that. So yeah, we've obviously got Sludge Bomb, Expanding Force, we are running in DD Female, Flamethrower for coverage for things like Durant, among other things. Next is Trick Room's favorite Pokemon, which is Dusclops. Basically, this thing is built to be a pain in the ass. That's all it is. It's got Violite. It's purely defensive. Yeah, this thing sets up a Trick Room, annoys your opponent with Ally Switch, stays alive with Pain Split and Nightshades for a little bit of damage when needed. Next is the other sort of like sweeper on the team, and that's called Kelder. This thing is an absolute unit. We are running Iron Fist Assault Vest as opposed to, say, what I've used previously, which is Flame Orb Guts. It just gives him a bit more survivability, and we are running the coverage in Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, Drain Punch, Mark Punch. Then we have Incineroar for Intimidate support and Parting Shot support, as well as Fake Out if we don't happen to bring in DD. Then DD is very similar to Dusclops, except it uses Follow Me instead of Ally Switch. Helping Hand, it does have Protect just in case I need it, because a lot of the Pokemon on this team do not have Protect. It always comes in handy. And then speaking of not having Protect, here's our Milotic. So Milotic is a bit of an interesting Pokemon. It is built, as you can probably see in the EVs, purely to be defensive. However, we are in the Call Hypnosis set. This is a very, very frustrating set to go up against. Point of this build is to basically you coil up against your defense, your accuracy, and your attack. The attack doesn't matter, but the accuracy does. Basically means if you get 2 coils up, your Hypnosis don't miss, and your Muddy Waters don't miss. You're a defensive unit. You can just recover and store with leftovers. And then if it's paired next to a Dynamax Slowbro, Max Poison will increase your Milotic's special attack. And obviously the competitive ability means if your opponent intimidates, if they snarl, if they max Wormwind, max Ghost, anything that would lower your stats, obviously Milotic benefits from. But enough of that, let's get straight into the battles. I tested the team a bit. I did win both my games. One was super lucky because of Quick Draw, so I'm hoping not to have to rely on that too much. But okay. So we've got our friend Cinderace, we've got a Comfey, which I did look at trying to use. That thing is, again, very annoying. Probably Gmax Lapras for the Aurora Veil. Follow Me Togekiss, obviously. He does have the Incineroar, but the Rillaboom is a bit of a problem. But I think Milotic is very, very good here. I can sort of like outstall the Aurora Veil with on Lapras. And if it gets set up enough, it can probably even wall Rillaboom, but I kind of doubt it. Okay, so the question is more, how do we actually want to start this game? I think Indeedee is very, very good here, simply because it's got 2 Fake Out users in Rillaboom and Incineroar. And the question is whether we want to set up Trick Room immediately with Dusclops. I honestly don't see it being too big of a thing. I'm tempted to lead Slowbro because of the Cinderace and the Togekiss, which are likely leads here. let's bring Slowbro, we'll bring Dusclops, and I'm gonna bring my Lotic in the back. Incineroar helps check the Rillaboom, but Slowbro does that anyway. Conk is good for the Lapras and not too much else, to be perfectly honest. Let's see how we go. Okay, so we actually let Lapras Comfey. That's not quite what I was expecting. Alright. I kind of just want to see what happens if we double Expanding Force. Probably a very weird play, but we're going to double target the Comfey and just see what happens. Oh, look at that quick draw coming in. Going to beat out the Lapras. Oh, yep. Oh, okay. This is a set. Right, okay. God damn, that did a lot of damage. And he crit me. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, well, that sucks. But, Slowbro coming in clutch. I'm just going to Expanding Force again and set up Trick Room. I don't know if I would have lived through like +2 Lapras, to be perfectly honest. Alright, Max Lightning. Oh, so I can't put him to sleep, I guess? Oh, okay. Alright, that makes sense. I'm tempted to switch into my Lotic, to be honest. I'm actually just going to protect Indeedee and then Nightshade the Comfey. See what happens. Alright, cool. So that's his Dynamax over. We haven't used ours yet. It looks like we might be trying to win this with a Dynamax Milotic, but we'll see. And our worst fears have been brought true with this Rillaboom coming through. Alright, as I said, I haven't actually seen the Giga Drain Weakness Policy Lapras thing before, so that was quite a learning curve. See, I don't want to switch into my Lotic because of the Rillaboom's potential to use Grassy Glide, and our Milotic will probably just drop, but I don't know what else I can really do about it. So we're just going to Expanding Force and Ally Switch, actually. There you go. That's what you do. That's doing nothing. Good God. And now, Dusclops did not take that Hydro Pump very well. Okay. Now what do we do? I think we're just gonna have to go for a Raw Hypnosis, maybe. But we probably don't live a Grassy Glide into a Thunder. Yeah, this is tough, man. I don't know what the speed stat is in that Lapras. We're just gonna have to trust our... Oh, we can follow me. I'm such an idiot. I think I'm just gonna coil up, to be honest. Yeah, that's expected. Oh my god, that freeze try is doing damage. Okay. Alright. I actually don't think I can hit this Lapras. Alright, we're just gonna quit out. That happens, like, and that's the downside of playing 1v1s, is obviously you run into a gimmick you weren't really expecting, and you're ill prepared for it, so you just get rolled. But hey, I'll appreciate a good gimmick with a Lapras, man. Alright, now we got our other old friend, Porygon Z. Man, this guy just sneaks up on us. Alright, bit of a weird team, because they got like Trick Room with, actually, does anything on this team get Trick Room? I guess it's just like follow me support. This is a really, really strange team. I'm honestly tempted to lead the Milotic and just try and start coiling up in his face. And bring like... I think I'm just going to bring Milotic and Indeedee at the front. coil in his face. We have to bring the Slowbro, that's just a thing. It's not good here, but we're doing it. And I think we'll bring Conkelda in the back. Conkelda seems very, very good here. Alright, opposing Indeedee female. Very good. I'm going to coil and I'm just going to click follow me. So I don't think you really expected this lead, to be perfectly honest. Like, I think you kind of planned on following me, Dynamaxing, maybe going for like a Max Lightning, Max Ghost. Alright, look at us eating that up. Probably expanding force, yep. And my Milotic being very special defensive, just eating that up. Getting leftovers recovery. I'm gonna just start going, what's our hypnosis? 80%. Just wondering if it's worth going for the hypnosis yet. Because if we miss, that's very bad, but I'm gonna go for it anyway on the Porygon Z. And so just click follow me, obviously. Yep. Alright, we actually land that, which is very, very good for us. We kind of got to go Slowbro, unfortunately. Shake it. Yeah, this Indeedee is a bit more of a pain than I expected to be. Yeah, it's actually faster than my Milotic now that I'm thinking about it. It's a very fast Indeedee. I don't have a whole lot for this. Oh well. Alright, we're gonna go Conk. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go Conk. We're gonna recover with my Milotic and go for Drain Punch on the Indeedee. Okay, it protects, that's fine. Alright. So that's Porygon's first turn of sleep. So that's its guaranteed turn sleep. Sleep turn. Oh my god, I can't even talk. So now it has I believe it's a 30% chance to wake up, which is a little bit terrifying. So I think now we just start Muddy Watering and Drain Punching. Probably the Porygon, to be perfectly honest. I'm gonna go for the Indeedee. And there we go. So that does happen sometimes, unfortunately. Wow, Conk did not take that very well. Accuracy drops are very nice. Conk gets a nice health boost. Alright. Now, not having Protect on Milotic has proven to be a slight problem. Yeah, that first turn wake is extremely unfortunate. Braviary probably Dynamaxes and goes for Max Airstream into the Conkelda. This might be another loser one, boys. I'm tempted to Dynamax actually and go for Max Geyser into the Porygon. And go for Mark Punch into the Braviary because it itself isn't in Psychic Terrain. Oh no, Braviary didn't Dynamax. This just went for Brave Bird. Okay. Alright, now we really need Slowbro to come through. Alright, I'm gonna Max Guard Milotic. And we're gonna Sludge Bomb the Braviary. So as you can sort of see, this team's a bit awkward when you can't set up Trick Room, and only having one Trick Room user in Dusclops is a bit tough, and obviously the opposing Psychic matchup is not really in our favour. I probably should have bought Incineroar. In fact, if we had Incineroar here, I think I would have been in a much better position, but hey, them's the breaks when you try and make a Pokemon work. This is probably not even the best team to use a Galarian Slowbro, but I did what I thought might work. Alright, well. Oh, Slowbro putting in the work. And it's Belly Drum lacked with the berry. God bless, I hate this Pokemon. I hate this Pokemon so much. Alright. This is definitely an L because it's gonna G-Max, go for its big G-Max hit. It has to target my Milotic. That's one of those things where, like, obviously if I knew Quick Draw was gonna go off, I wouldn't have protected my Milotic. So, I mean, it's kind of neither here nor there. I played not to the RNG. Maybe I should have, to be perfectly honest with you, like a 30% chance to probably, like, win the game, to be honest. Because the next guys are like, it's not going to do a ton of damage, but it's going to do a fair amount. This guy's taking, like, his full-time allotment, too, to make plays. That's good damage, actually. Why didn't he Dynamax? Oh, he ran out of time, so it's just picking his top move. Okay. That's like a thing in the actual game itself too. So if you're ever playing competitive on your Switch, if you do run out of time in your turn, the game will just pick the whatever moves in the top slot. It's why it's like, I would say it's pretty important to make sure you know the top slot of all of your Pokemon and have it actually in an order that you sort of think will be the best option if for whatever reason you don't have to input your plays in time. It's the same thing with teams too. So if you're in team preview, have your like most used top 4 Pokemon in the first 4 slots. Because if you do run out of time in team preview, the game will just take in order Pokemon's 1 to 4. Okay, definitely a game we should not have won. I'll freely say that right now. But them's the breaks. So let's get one more. Let's try and win a legitimate game here. Alright, we got Sun. That's lovely. Yeah, that's great. Okay. So the question is not just what are the threats in our opponent's team, because I'm looking at 5 of them. Hell, I'm going to include the Indeedee in this. I'm looking at all 6 threats. The question is, what can Galarian Slowbro do? And boy, do I hope it's a lot, because he's going to have to be putting in the work. So if you're my opponent, you're probably expecting me to lead, say, Indeedee Dusclops. Truth be told, I don't have a lot for this matchup. Although Incineroar's looking very, very good. If we can get Trick Room up. I'm expecting a Torkoal Venusaur lead, but I've been wrong a lot. But it seems to me like the standard lead, or at the very least he's going to bring Torkoal in the back, because how could you not against Trick Room? Like, opposing Torkoal kind of just wrecks in Trick Room. Okay. Alright, let's go Incineroar, Dusclops. We have to bring the Slowbro. The thing is that fighting Urshifu? I still can't tell. I really need a fairy type in this team. I just think my Milotic's got a relatively okay matchup, except for the Venusaur. Yeah, let's bring it. I have a personal bias towards my Milotic, I'm not gonna lie. I do love that Pokemon. Okay. Indeedee female and Venusaur. Interesting. Life or Venusaur. Alright. We're gonna Trick Room. It's probably Sleep Powder coming out from the Venusaur. And I'm assuming Follow Me. So we're gonna Darkest Lariat. We're gonna target the Venusaur. It actually Dynamaxes, G-Maxes, okay. It's Helping Hand, damn it! I called that wrong, didn't I? Okay, that's fine. I would have expected a Dusclops target, but that's okay. And I said something about that being okay, but it's definitely not. We're in trouble, boys. We're in a lot of trouble. Yeah, G-Max Venusaur is a pain, and losing Incineroar immediately is not good. I'm not gonna lie, I mean, the Helping Hand, I guess, helped it, but I was kind of hoping Incineroar would take that a bit better than it did. Okay. I'm trying to figure out if ally switch is obvious here or not, but anytime I've ever thought a move is obvious, it doesn't end up being that way. My issue is follow me. That's my issue. I'm gonna go for Maximize Storm because it's gonna do a fair amount of damage anyway. Okay, never mind. He didn't follow me. Max Quake into Venusaur. So the next Life Orb hit kills it. So we're gonna go for Max Ooze this time. I'm gonna target the Venusaur, and Nightshade's not gonna hit the Indeedee, that's the problem. So we're gonna Pain Split the Indeedee. Oh, the quick draw, doing nothing. I love it. I got nothing back. He probably goes for the Max. I wasn't expecting Max Quake, to be perfectly honest with you. I would have thought he might have gone for the, I don't know. Not Max Quake. At the very least, not Max Quake. Alright. Now we coil up. And, yeah, this Torkoal is going to Eruption and ruin my entire day. That's what it's going to do. So we're going to Pain Split the Torkoal. There's the Eruption. Give me that health back. Thank you very much. How much is this Expanding Force going to do? Yeah, still a decent chunk. Okay. Alright, one more turn of Trick Room. So we're going to recover here. And we're going to Nightshade the Torkoal. And if I had Protect on Milotic, I'd be going for it. Oh, we go for Recover instead. Milotic 2 took a full blast Eruption very, very well, even in the sun. This is likely Choice Specs Torkoal 2. And if it is, I actually kind of expect it to switch out. Oh no, not Choice Specs, okay. Good to know. I really need Dusclops to live this turn too. It did not. Unfortunate. Okay. Psychic Terrain has ended. I'm trying to think my best way out of this. And I honestly think, based off what he probably has in the back, we need to Coil Stall. Now the problem with that is we could get burnt. We obviously risk being crit, but we need to stall out the sun. And that, man, everyone's running fast indeed. Clearly, I have missed the memo in Indeedee. Alright, so we're gonna recover here. And okay, so there we go. We got crit that turn, so now we have to recover again. Would be nice if you actually missed the heat wave, but you know, what can you do? I'm gonna recover one more time, and then we're just gonna start trying to muddy water our way through this. Alright, now we're gonna Hypnosis the Primarina if we can. Because it could be Scarf, it could be Specs. If it's Specs, that's a problem, because we're not gonna take a Moonblast very well. But this is gonna be a very, very slow endgame of Milotic versus everyone. The best thing that can happen here is we get hit by a Moonblast and our special attack is lowered, because then we'll get a special attack gain, which will be very, very handy. But yeah, as you can sort of see, like I think I mentioned this in the last episode where I talked about Trick Room being very flowcharty. My goal is to not make a flowcharty Trick Room. Unfortunately, that means making a team that isn't very good. And kind of relies too heavily on too few, if that makes sense. Okay. Okay. I kind of just want to wait for this. This is going to be a super boring endgame, I know, guys, and I'm very, very sorry. But I really want to wait for this. Actually, is there a point to coiling now that I think about it? Since it's all special attackers. Yeah, See, the problem is I don't want to Muddy Water now and then bring in Primarina and then I can barely hit it, if that makes sense. Especially since I don't have Protect. I'm going to Hypnosis the Indeedee. Okay. Then we're going to recover. Since Indeedee still has to take its mandatory turn of sleep, Torkoal has just taken its. And of course, it immediately wakes up. Why wouldn't it? Does the Indeedee get a first turn wake as well? Now that +3 special defense is an absolute pain, man. I still don't know this Torkoal's item either. It might be like Sugarberry. That'd be an interesting one for it. But my genuine hope is that Primarina is slower than my Milotic. I very clearly have to look into what an Indeedee's base speed is and maybe put a bit of speed into my Milotic if I was to keep running this team, which honestly I'm probably not going to. I like Galarian Slowbro, it's very cool. I'm sure someone can do a much better job than me at showing it off. Unfortunately, it hasn't had a chance to shine too much, although it did do pretty decent damage before. Oh, the accuracy drop is huge if we can get it to work for us. Alright, so we've got one more turn of Sun. So again, apologies if this like a long episode isn't really your thing, guys. It does give me a chance, I guess, to talk a bit more, even though my mouth is still pretty wrecked. Hopefully my weird lispy voice isn't too frustrating to listen to. But yeah, I guess I'll bring this up now. So as I said at the start of the episode, Galarian Slowbro was a viewer choice. So if you do have a Pokemon that you want to see utilized, that you sort of think, oh, everyone's kind of ignoring it, or you know, you have a favorite Pokemon you don't think gets enough love, just comment it down below. And I'll absolutely do my best to build a good team that shows it off and try and get a couple wins with it. And he hits the Expanding Force, and we hit, okay, so we're actually fast with Milotic, and I think he gave up. Okay. Hey, that's 2 wins, man, I'll take it. Okay, that is going to do us off for this episode, guys. Again, apologies, it was a bit longer and drawn out, although Trick Room does tend to be that when you're playing more bulky Pokemon. But I'll have a much, I'll go back to my normal ways of faster, stronger Pokemon next time. And yeah, we'll see what we can do. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, definitely leave a like and definitely subscribe, because I love doing this VGC content, and I'd love seeing more people enjoying it too. I'll see you next episode. Have a good day.